Happy morning, children. Welcome to Blue Stars High Secondary School online classes. Today you have your class for 10th standard English. Okay, we are going to see the poem part of Unit 7. Understood? So here the name of the poem is The House on the Elm Street. Okay, so what is poem? The House on the Elm Street. Okay. So now, before getting into the poem, let's see something about the author of the poem. Okay. So the author of the poem is Nadia Bush. So she is Nadia Bush. The House on the Elm Street was published by Nadia Bush, a budding poetess, in April 2017. Born on September 24th, she lives in Somerset, Pennsylvania. Okay, she loves the movie Paranormal Activity. So TRVL channel's Ghost Adventures is one of her favorite program. She has a pet cat and perhaps her lifestyle makes her pen such a mysterious poem about the dark when it was given as an assignment. Okay, so she was a mystery lover, we can say. So she used to like write dark poems. Dark poems is like the horrified poems, like the terrific poems, you can just say. Okay, so just see here, she was living in Pennsylvania. She was from Pennsylvania. Okay, so she was born on 24th September. Okay, so here this is about she was very much attracted by the Ghost Adventures program, TV program. So that makes her to write more and more about this dark areas. Okay, dark areas is the terrific areas. Okay, so see here. So what she says, just see here what Miss Nadia Bush is telling. I wasn't really sure what to write at first. I used this poem for my English class because we were told to write a dark poem. Okay. So at first she was writing this poem for her English class. Okay. When they were asked to write a dark poem. Dark poem in the sense I told you, that is something about the negative things. Okay. Negative aspect. I decided to write about a house that no one knows what happened inside, but they do know something is definitely not right about it. So see, even see this, even we would have seen, no, I mean somewhere nearby our house or nearby the neighborhood somewhere, there will be some house where no one lives, and the people used to say that something fishy is happening there, isn't it? So she is also, yeah, wants to write a poem about the house where no one lives, but she suspect, but people suspect that something is happening there. Okay, A Nightmare on Elm Street is a 1984 film, which is an American slasher film written and directed by Wes Craven. So slasher is a like a horrific film, you can say. Okay, a terror film, a terror movie. It's considered to be one of the greatest horror films ever made. This might be the reason for the title of the poem. Okay, so this is the A Nightmare on Elm Street. So they said no. So this Elm Street, there is a house, and this house is said to be a nightmare because that house no one lives, and but something is happening in that house. That is why it's called as a nightmare. Okay, on the Elm Street. So inspired by this house, she has written a poem. Understood? So now before that, we just see some glossary part 2. Mysterious. What is mysterious? It's strange or puzzling. Something is like what is happening? We don't know, isn't it? It's called as strange. Bare. Bare means empty. Okay. Rumors. Rumors means information people talk about, but is possibly not true. Okay, rumors, no, normally people used to spread this rumors. They don't know what actually is, but they just spread some false informations. That is called as rumors. Fade. Fade means to disappear slowly. Okay, usually you should have seen in your dress, the color of your dress used to fade away. What is my fading? The color will go slowly and slowly. Okay. Constantly means always, again and again, constantly, repeatedly. Okay. Enigmatic is difficult to understand. Okay, enigmatic. So now let's see the poem. I'll just read it once. Follow this poem, okay? The House on the Elm Street by Nadia Bush. It sat alone. What happened there is still today unknown. It is a very mysterious place, and inside you can tell it has a ton of space. But at the same time, it is bad to the bone. At night, the house seems to be alive. Lights flicker on and off. I'm often tempted to go to the house to just take a look and see what it is really about. But fear takes over me. I drive past the house almost every day. The house seems to be a bit brighter on this warm summer day in May. It plays with our mind. To me, I say it is one of a kind. Beside the house sits a tree. It never grows leaves. Not in the winter, spring, summer, or fall. It just sits there, never getting small or ever growing tall. How could this be? Rumors are constantly being made, and each day the house just begins to fade. What happened inside that house, I really don't know. I guess it will always be a mystery. Okay, did you follow the poem which I read out to you? It's a very easy and simple poem which anyone can understand this. Okay, so now let's go stanza wise. Okay, see here, the house on the Elm Street. It sat alone. What happened there is still today unknown. So, what is this two lines? Which sat alone means? Yeah, it is a individual house. Okay, it is the only house in the street which is not connected with any other house. Understood? So, it is just standing alone. That is the meaning. Okay, it is not connected with any other house because no one lives there. So that no one is dare to go inside that house also. So it sat alone. What happened there is still today unknown, which means what is happening inside the house. Nobody knows about that. Okay, it is still a mystery. Okay, so nobody knows what is happening inside the house because no one wants to go and see the house. Okay, it is a very mysterious place, and inside you can tell it has a ton of space, but at the same time it is bare to the bone. So what is here? It is a very mysterious place, I told you, right? Because this house nobody lives, but still people does not want to get inside that house because they suspect that some mysterious things or some strange things are happening inside the house. Okay, so it is a very mysterious place, it is a very strange place. Why? And also inside, okay, inside this house they say there is a lot of space. Okay, there's a lot of space to live, but nobody wants to go and live in this house. But at the same time it is bare to the bone, it is completely empty. Okay, nobody is there, nothing is there, only that house is there. Bare to the bone means it's completely empty. Okay, it's an idiom, it's completely empty. Okay, so and inside you can tell it has a ton of space. Ton of space means that it has a lot of space, but at the same time it is bare to the bone. Though it has lot of space, it is completely empty. Nobody wants to go inside this house. Understood these five lines? See here, it sat alone. What happened there is still today unknown. It is a very mysterious place, and inside you can tell it has a ton of space, but at the same time it is bare to the bone. Understood here? See, what is the rhyming words here? Alone, unknown, bone. Okay, and then place, space. So what will be the rhyme scheme? Check out here. A B B A. Okay, that is the rhyme scheme here. Okay, children. Now let's go to the second stanza. So see here. At night, the house seems to be alive. Lights flicker on and off. I am often tempted to go to the house. So first see this two lines. See, at night the house seems to be alive. Lights flicker on and off. See, how strange is this, no? And it's very terrific. See here, nobody lives in this house. But at the night time, what the poet is telling, at the night time, somebody, we could just see that somebody is there. Okay, the house seems so alive. And also sometimes lights will be on and off. Okay, so it just denotes that somebody is there inside the house. We don't know who is that, but some strange thing is happening to this house at night time. Okay, so what is happening here? The lights are flickering. Flickering. No, this on and off process of the light. No, this quick on and off. That is called as flickering. Okay, I am often tempted to go to the house to just take a look and see what it is really about. But fear takes over me. So what you're telling, and this poet is telling, at night the house is very alive, and the lights are, yeah, flickering. It just on and off, and I'm often tempted. I want to go inside the house and see what is happening in the house. Okay, so what is the poet telling? I'm often tempted to go to the house to just take a look and see what it is really about. So he says she just want to go inside the house and see why this house is alive at night. And though nobody is there, something is strange about this house. So what is that strange thing? So this poetess want to go and check it. Okay, but what happened? Will she go? No, nobody will go, isn't it? But fear takes over me, which means she is very much afraid. Though she wants to go inside the house and see what is happening there, she don't want to really go because she is so much afraid to go inside the house. Understood? See, but fear takes over me. That is the meaning. Understood? See here. At night, the house seems to be alive. Lights flicker on and off. I am often tempted to go to the house to just take a look and see what it is really about. But fear takes over me. Understood? Now let's see the, sorry. So before that, see here, what are the rhyming scheme here? See, rhyming words. Is there any rhyming words? Alive, off, a house, about, me. No, isn't it? And so now let's see the third stanza. See here. I drive past the house almost every day. The house seems to be a bit brighter on this warm summer day in May. It plays with your mind. To me, I say it is one of a kind. So, see here, I drive past the house almost every day. So, which means the poet, okay, the poet is going through the, the poet is traveling to to and fro. By passing this house. Okay, she has to pass this house, and she has to come back by passing this house every day. So daily she is seeing this house. So now on a summer day, okay, normally in a warm summer day, how it will be? It will be very bright during the month of May. That too, it will be very bright. Okay, very summer day. It will be a, yeah, the sun is shining and the day is very long and brighter. Okay, on this summer day the house is also seems to be bit brighter. Okay, this the summer, the sun's light make this house shining. Okay, seems to be bit brighter, and it plays with your mind. Okay, to me I say it is one of a kind. So what is this? So this house will be like playing with your mind, in the sense that will create lot of thoughts. Okay, you'll be keeping on thinking about the house, what is happening inside it. So what is the strange thing which is going on, what is the mystery about this house? So like this, lot of questions will be arising in your mind. Okay, so it plays with your mind. To me I say it is one of a kind. So this is a house on the Elm Street which just kindles the eagerness within you. Okay, it will just tell you, It makes your mind to think what is really happening inside the house. Understood? See here. I drive past the house almost every day. The house seems to be a bit brighter on this warm summer day in May. It plays with your mind. To me, I say it is one of a kind. Okay, so here you have the rhyming word. See, day, May, mind, kind. So, what is the rhyming scheme for the third stanza? A, B, A, C, C. Okay, that is the rhyme scheme for this third stanza. Understood, children? This third stanza. Okay, so now let's go to the fourth stanza. See here, beside the house sits a tree. It never grows leaves, not in the winter, spring, summer, or fall. It just sits there, never getting small or ever growing tall. How could this be? See here, this is a very strange thing, isn't it? So, beside the house sits a tree. So, what is this? So, next to the house, beside means next to. Okay, next to the house, there is a tree. Understood? So, what is so strange about the tree? What is the mystery in this tree is the tree never grows leaves. There is no leaves at all in the tree. You can just see here. Okay. So it may be anything, winter or summer or spring or anything. Okay. Or fall. Fall is autumn. Okay. Autumn season. So whatever may be the season, the tree will never grow leaves. Okay. It will always very barren. Okay. What is barren? Empty. Completely empty. Okay. So it never grows leaves, not in winter, spring, summer, or fall. It just sits there, never getting small or ever growing tall. How could this be? So, what is this meaning? Once that if there is no leaves at all, which means the tree is not healthy enough to produce leaves, so it should fall down. Okay, it should just slowly it should destroy. It is not happening. Otherwise it should grow. Nothing is happening. The tree is as such without any leaves, only the branches are there, and the poet is just wondering how this is possible. Okay, how it is possible for a tree to not to produce any leaves and to stand just like that. Okay, just to stand barren. So how it is possible? This is a very strange question which is arising in the mind of the poet. Okay, see here. Beside the house sits a tree. It never grows leaves, not in the winter, spring, summer, or fall. It just sits there, never getting small or ever growing tall. How could this be? Okay, so let's see the fifth stanza. Rumors are constantly being made. You know what is rumors, isn't it? The false informations which people used to share among themselves. Yes, rumors are constantly being made, and each day the house just begins to fade. So what is the rumor about? Each day the house is, yeah, begins to fade. It is the house is slowly it is diminishing. Okay, it is vanishing. Okay, slowly it is vanishing. That is the rumor which is spreading about the house. What happened inside that house, I really don't know. I guess it will always be a mystery. So, what is this? She says there is a rumor about the house. What is the rumor? They said that the house is slowly it is vanishing. Okay, so what happened inside the house? I really don't know. The poet is telling nobody knows what is really happening inside the house. Why it is brighter? Why the lights are flickering during the night times? Why the tree is very empty, very barren without any leaves? Okay, so why the house is fading? So nobody has any answers for this questions. So all these things will always remain a mystery. The house will always remain a mystery. Okay, it's a strange thing. We cannot find out any answer for this house. Okay, see here, what happened inside that house, I really don't know. The poet is telling this. Okay, who is telling I really don't know? The poet. I guess it will always be a mystery. Which will be a mystery? The house on the Elm Street, that will always remain a mystery. Understood here? See here. Rumors are constantly being made, and each day the house just begins to fade. Fade is what? Yeah, vanishing. Slowly it is vanishing. Okay. And what happened inside that house? I really don't know. I guess it will always be a mystery. So the poet ends the poem by telling, so she's just observing the many things and what are the, people talk about the house, everything. She's just sharing in this poem, and finally she says even she also don't know the answer for these things, and the house will be always remaining as a mystery. Understood? So I hope you just understand this poem. So let's just see here what are the figures of speech in this poem. Okay. So before that, see what is a figure of speech. Yeah, it is represent whole or vice versa. See how it is. The figure of speech is synecdoche. Okay. See, the western wave was all aflame. It is a example they have given. So what is this? So a figure of speech in which a part is made to represent the whole or vice versa. Okay, a small part is made. For example, when they say about English, English is not a, yeah, though it is a language, sometimes it is help to represent the people, the British people or the English people we used to say, So in short, we say as English. It is called a synecdoche. Okay. So stanza one, see, but at the same time it is bare to the bone. Okay. So bare to the bone means the house which is mysterious. So no one can understand what is happening inside the house. So this line is a synecdoche. Okay. Paradox. Paradox means it is a statement which contradict itself. Okay, which contradicts means which is opposite to itself. See here, it just sits there, never getting small or ever growing tall. So either it has to, yeah, it has to get small or it has to grow. Both is not happening. Okay, so this is called as contradicting in the same line. So it is called as paradox. Okay, this is onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia means which represents a sound. When you just hear these words, you can imagine the sounds, how the sounds will be. Okay, so the figure of speech wherein the word imitates a sound associated with the object. So see here, pitter patter raindrops on my pen. So pitter patter means you could just imagine, no, how the rainfalls used to fall, pitter patter, isn't it? Just like that, here it is, lights flicker on and off. So flickering of light, when you just hear this flickering, you could just imagine that sound when the light is on and off, isn't it? So it is called as onomatopoeia. See here, this is rhetorical questions. Rhetorical question is a figure of speech in the form of a question that is asked to make a point rather than to elicit an answer, which means, instead of getting an answer, they want to make it a point, make sure what they want to say, to insist what they are telling. That is called as rhetorical questions. Here, see, how could this be? What happened inside this house? So the poet doesn't want any answer for this question. So she's just telling that something is mysterious about this house. Understood? So this type of questions are called as rhetorical questions. So these are the figures of speech in this poem. Okay, children. Yeah, I hope you understand this poem. It's not a memory poem, but you have to learn it and understand it. So you have to, you should know the meaning for each and every line. Okay, so just see the video properly, read the poem once, and also learn the appreciation and paragraph questions. Learn all the poetic devices also, the figures of speech, everything. Okay, so copy these appreciation questions and the paragraph from your material in your classwork notebook. Okay, thank you, children. Have a blessed day.